Good morning, Killer Bunnies, the fan show made by fans for fans. So last week, I was reading reviews of Killer Bunnies from BoardGameGeek.com. That was only half the video, so I won't leave you hanging. Let's jump right into the second half of that right now. This is the game that really got me into modern board gaming. It's huge, it's stupid, it's over the top, it ends in a lottery, and honestly, I love this game. I love the art, I love the weapons, I love the puns, I love the ridiculous amount of phases that happen just before the magic carrot is revealed. When you just want to bring chaos to the table, make stupid jokes with your friends, and do ridiculous things, this is the game you want. Also, don't buy Seth. He never wins. Also, don't buy Adam. He never wins. Also, buy Flo and Anthony for the power, because they never win. Also, have a favorite carrot, so that it will always win when you're not the one to have it. I've only played this game a couple times, but it was a big miss for me. The pre-programming element of playing cards was cool, but the randomly decided winner at the end was mind-boggling to me. You ever play a game where round one, you knew who was gonna win at the end? You ever play a game where you're about halfway through the game and it's very clear who's gonna win at the end? What does everyone else do? Do they remain engaged? Do they say, oh, I'm gonna keep playing my heart out and enjoying myself because look at my opportunity? What if there was a game where you literally had no idea who was gonna win? Literally. Where you could still see that you have nothing currently in terms of an endgame score, a winning possibility. But you still had something that could get you something that could help you win. Are you able to manipulate your way to winning from there? Some people can. Maybe not me, but some people can. Duped into playing this at a party. Everyone involved but the person who brought it loathed every second of the game. Would not play again without a large cash incentive. You know what? If you wanted to pay me to play Killer Bunnies, I'd do it. Could have just flipped a coin a few times and saved myself 2 hours. I feel the same way about Aeon's End, especially people who play that all the time. Oh, we're at the end, and if this card flips over, we will win. If it's for us, or if it's the Nemesis turn, then we lose. 2 hours for a card flip? Someone rates this an 8. There's just so many expansions, with more on the way. This is a fun social game, however don't expect to win on strategy and don't play with sore losers because the game isn't very fair. 1 minute you'll be winning, the next all your bunnies will have been wiped out by the Ebola virus. The game can get frustrating when you have loads of bunnies and weapons and no money. I think I need to investigate the trading aspect of this game a bit more. Gave away to Andrew. Hope we enjoyed it, Andrew. Some totally random user who's totally random said, excellent game. Killer Bunnies gameplay strategy is uniquely based on social interaction, meaning a lot of new players will not recognize its existence. The common complaint towards the carrot lottery is ridiculous as I consider the carrot lottery one of the best game design decisions of all time. Some players dislike it since it's not what they are used to. I'm of course biased as one of the main leaders of the current online community, but I'll gladly debate anyone who says this game is anything less than 10 stars. Well, it looks like that's where I'm going to end it today, so hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed filming it, having fun reading reviews. And we'll see you next time for something. So far on this show, we like to have a featured product. So here's another one.
Welcome back. We're excited today because we just got a new used copy of the Conquest starter deck. That's the blue and yellow. So we are excited to open it up. let's see what we got. So this is a used copy. It was not organized when we got it, so this is just how it came. So here we go. So let's get to the most important thing first. The vouchers. Moving on, the metal dice came in individual bags. We have the instruction book that came with it. And more of those all-important vouchers. Moving on, we got a stack of cards that also happen to come with the game, so we might as well look at those. Testing them out, they do indeed look like they would endure a good rage quit. Moving on to the dice. And wait a minute. What is that? What is that? Let me just pour this out. Is that's an orange die. Remember this? Remember when we would get a set and this was the orange? The orange Killer Bunnies die? Anyways, it's actually orange. So anyways, naturally, we need to check to make sure the dice will actually work. And they seem to. Yeah. Yeah. You chuck it and it comes up a number. So, yeah. That's very good. Yeah, the old publisher, Playroom. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, and that one seems to work as well. Picking up the silver die now. We get a 6. But hey, if you can roll it a second time, why not? Oh. Oh, that's a 3. Betcha he wishes he kept that 6 now, hey? And I think this is the gold die. And 6. So, yes, let's keep the 6. And I believe the copper die. And... Huh. Huh. Okay, moving on. So we're very happy to give you a how to play. And here we go. First, you'll want to grab the game box. Then you'll want to toss it onto the floor. You'll want to grab those all-important vouchers. You'll want to reveal to yourself what you have. You can see we're very excited because this is a 5 radish voucher. Maybe grab for yourself a few more vouchers and we're ready to go. So what you want to do is toss the voucher. That is 5 radish points. You want to decide what you want to go for. Oh, he went for both. So that looks like it was 5 milk points. Grab a couple more vouchers. I believe that's a miss. That's another radish point. And that's a miss. Might as well grab a few more vouchers. See if you can get any more points. And here we go. I can't see how many points that is. That one looks like a $1 point was made. And going for a $5 shot. Oh, and that one missed. So anyways, that'll do for us for today. Thank you for joining us for our unboxing and how to play Killer Bunnies Conquest. Thank you very much. Bye.
And now, Carrot Top Academy with our first Dex's Dissections. Enjoy.
Welcome to episode 1 of Dex's Dissections. It is presumed that you have fundamental knowledge of the Killer Bunnies starter set, so if you're new to the game, make sure to reference the Flows Fundamentals lecture series on the starter set. Poverty Poker is a iconic card that allows the player to force his opponents to gamble for any number of objects. Everyone who can play must play. The highest roller takes all. The player may reroll the die. The first question players might have is what is included within the term objects. The bunny bits give a list, and some others have been added by clarification. It includes all of the cabbage, water, radish, milk defense cards, carrots, bunnies, dollar, medals, both coins and cards, zodiacs, mysterious places, and underground stations added recently. It does not include save specials that is explicitly left out of the list of objects for this specific case. In order to discuss some common situations, I wrote a computer program to simulate the results of Poverty Poker. I included a text entry for extra rerolls, for example if you had a red timid bunny, simulations to run, where the more simulations run, the more accurate your results will be. The player count, so if you're playing a 2 players gambling situation, or if you're playing an 8 players gambling situation, it accounts for all of that. And of course, the amount of dollar you're gambling. For example, if you were gambling 1 carat, that would be $10. It then calculates the average profit from all the situations. So if I gambled $10 with 2 players, how likely am I to win? And how much will I lose if I do not get the correct reroll? It averages out all those results and gives you an expected value, a commonly used statistics measurement. I have 2 common cases highlighted here. So with Poverty Poker, it's always been a question of, should I make the gamble larger and include fewer players, or should I make the gamble smaller and include more players? This situation highlights a 2-player scenario where the gamble is $20. That could be 2 carrots, it could be $20, could be 2 bunnies, not really important for all practical purposes. The bottom scenario is a 6-player scenario with a $4 gamble. It's worth noting that I purposefully made the rewards for winning each case equal. So if you win the first case, you will gain $20 from the one opponent you gambled against. If you win the second case, you will gain $4 from each that you won against, adding up to 20. So the results are the same. The differences occur where the first case you have a better chance of succeeding because you only have one opponent to roll against. But if you lose, you have more to lose because you gambled 20. The second case, you have a lower chance of succeeding because of the 5 opponents you're rolling against. However, you gambled less. If you lose, you only lose $4 in total. The expected value is higher in the first case. This would suggest that if you had an option between these 2 cases, statistically, you should choose the first case. Whether or not it is correct to do so psychologically, based on your opponent's reactions to both cases, is dependent upon the group and is more fitting for other lecture series, Tucker's Theoreticals. Poverty Poker also has several other synergies that we won't cover in detail here, but cards such as Lonely Ranger, Day Trippers, and General So, bunnies that roam, so if you lose them, you're basically not losing the bunny. Mad Bunny Disease has a very fun interaction. Bunnies that are starving to death or have other negative effects also are great things to gamble, since they have inherently less value. And of course, rerolls synergize with Poverty Poker quite well. This has been the first episode of Dex's Dissections, looking at Poverty Poker, highlighting some specific cases and some specific synergies. And as always, Jeff bless.
That's all the time we have this week. That's right. It's an internet show, and yet we have a time limit about how much content we can have on our show because the advertisers. What advertisers? What time limit? It's an internet show. Anyway, so if you have something you would like to contribute, send an email to theRGCreation@gmail.com. We'll see you next time on Good Morning Killer Bunnies!